Howdy. Scientists puzzled by strange row of holes on ocean floor. Yeah, I guess many of you heard of that. Whole story. Over the weekend, the team of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration ocean explorers came across something seriously unsettling lining the mid-Atlantic ocean floor, a series of holes dug into the sandy seabed at seemingly irregular intervals, as seen in footage taken by NOAA's remotely operated submarine. These holes have been previously reported from the region, but their origin remains a mystery, reads a Facebook post by the team. While they look almost human-made, the little piles of sediment around the holes make them seem like they were excavated by something. The bizarre holes were bored about 1.7 miles beneath the surface, right at the crest of an underwater volcano near the Azores. Clues to what may have created the holes are scarce. The surrounding ocean floor was comparatively smooth. Besides, the depth at which the marks were made suggests that human involvement is incredibly unlikely. The incident goes to show just how little we know about the area. A vast unexplored mountain ridge that lurks deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean's surface. Seafloor mystery. Let's click on this link here. There was an article I had before, but it disappeared. Voyage to the Ridge. Here somewhere we get it. The case of mysterious holes on the seafloor. During Dive 04 of the second voyage to the Ridge 2022 expedition, we observed several sublinear sets of holes in the sediment on the seafloor at a depth of approximately 2,540 meters. While the holes look almost human-made, the little piles of sediment around them suggest that they had been excavated. We attempted, but we are not able to take a peek into the holes and poke them with the tools on the remotely operated vehicle. It was also not apparent as to whether the holes were connected beneath the sediment surface. Scientists are not certain as to the origin of these holes, so we put it out to the followers on social media platforms. Yeah, that's a very cheap way to gather information. No one gets paid, like the scientists are getting paid. To see what hypotheses members of the public might have as to how these holes formed, we got a variety of responses from aliens to an unknown crab species to gas rising up from the seafloor. Yes, this might be the case, I think. So there has been some pictures down here. We cannot zoom in. I tried earlier. But there should be a paper, still a paper here. Brief research report article. Numerous sublinear sets of holes in sediment to the North Mirror. Now I want to show you a picture because I was doing art a little bit. This works. You can put this into Google Earth and you will find exactly the spot despite you won't see anything. I tried. Here. These pictures. So now, that's the pictures from the article. We are looking at seafloor holes, depth 2092.22 meters. There's a fish. Laser pointers and all kinds of things they have. And that's the rock in my yard. Sublinear holes. Many of them. So what do you think? Any similarity between those? I would say yes. Many similarities. So there could be the very good possibility that since we are talking about volcanic activity and such, these could be just degassing holes. These could be also being there since the creation through electromagnetic discharge events, shock waves and such. So who says that those holes have been submerged all this time? Maybe they have been on land before. So they were dry mostly. No, not dry because water is always involved, but not submerged, let's say like that. So there is striking similarities in what I called on the left petrified clay. I think this kind of rock is petrified clay. Let me show you some more pictures about this rock or from this rock. So that's the same rock. Measurement tape in centimeters. So there are bigger and smaller ones, but we have a lot of holes. We have also rather straight quartz veins, and they're all lined up. That's the same picture, a little bit enhanced. That's a very tiny raised quartz vein, 5 millimeters in width. And it has a line in the middle. We have these kind of bulges, which are also raised. It seems that here is some quartzish kind of type of rock around them. Then we have also bigger specimens and very unsharp pictures. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, maybe that's better. That's another rock. Is it? No, it doesn't. Like there are a few similar rocks in this yard, which is quite amazing. And here we have these lines which somewhat go randomly. Like we had those craters on the seafloor, some just go into a different kind of direction. And here, now it's sharper. So you can see the shadow here, which means this is really raised. They are raised. And beside that, also lines in the stone. That's another rock, also in the yard, the chicken rock. This is where the chicken live. They might be really proud to have this kind of rock to play around. And these are also very interesting. These are raised slightly. So you could take a paper and draw on top of them. There is quartz embedments. And here also in the shadow. These, they are aligned. And here we have those, some would say random patterns, but I'm quite sure that they are in some certain angle towards the main event. Reflected shockwave patterns or whatever they might be. And here they are perpendicular. So this is to some degree very tiny, small scale. But nonetheless, that's very, very interesting. Now, that's a long crater. I would say there are some striking similarities between those strange holes on the seafloor, which are for some reason lined, and my backyard rock. I was even thinking already writing them, but I don't know. Would they respond? Maybe I should give it a try. Why not? Why not? Since they admit they don't know. I just have proof for similar features in my own backyard and my own theory about how they came into being. And there might be something similar here. I don't know. And since if these craters here are really created by electrical discharge events, they might penetrate really deep, so there's no wonder there's gas or whatever stuff coming out there. Water, fresh water, mineral water, extreme salty water, or whatever. Extreme cold, extreme warm water. Let's see. But I just thought that's very interesting to have these kind of similar features in the yard. Don't have to dive anywhere. Don't have to travel anywhere. Don't even need shoes. A few meters out of the front door, you are standing there. Amazing. Thanks.